If you're anything like me, you are laser focused on selling real estate, and you might be at that position where you aren't really sure how to start a team, what to do next, and it could be frustrating you. You see, I was in that position my first 2 years in real estate. I did 24 deals my first year, 24 deals or 25 deals my second year. I can't remember the exact numbers. It was right around 50 for my first 2 years, split between FSBOs and open houses. And I kept asking my team, my brokerage owner, hey, how do I start a team? How do I start a team? And I always got bits and pieces of information. And I was like, it would be really nice if there was a step-by-step playbook to like lead me down the path of success on exactly how to build and structure a team. Well, the good news is there is an actual structure and a plan and a process of how to do it and build a true operation. I went from 24 deals year over year in my sales business to stepping out of production and then getting up to 200 transactions a year for about $100 million a year in sales. And I've consistently been, since 2020 to today, I've hit Icon 6 years in a row, which is top producing agents here at eXp Realty. It's actually, if you're a solo agent, it's about 30 transactions. As a team agent, it could be anywhere from 60 and beyond. So 6 times in a row. I'm extremely excited to share this information with you because I think it's super important for agents like yourself that may be lost, not knowing what to do next, providing a roadmap. And the reality is, and I love this slide and I'll show you right now, that if you took the top 250 teams at eXp, and this is how you know success leaves clues, and this is the proof that you need to see, the proof is in the pudding, is that the top 250 teams here at eXp, according to Real Trends, would be the 6th largest real estate brokerage in the world. And all 250 teams have walked and used this exact system and process. And so I always say is the fastest way to growth and success is by aligning and being around the people that have already done this. And I'm gonna show you exactly how we make that happen here with all of the top teams at eXp Realty. All right, so all of these numbers are great, but what is the reality? Like, I would love to bring up another graph right here that I took from the quarterly earnings call here at eXp and last quarter, and it just shows the retention rate of producing agents here at eXp. And I think this is important because we hear a lot of noise in the industry of like, oh, agents are leaving eXp or whatever. Just note that I think it was 90% of the agents that left eXp in 2024 left the industry in totality. So the reality is 90% of agents fail in real estate as it is. So that's just natural attrition through the natural process of real estate. You can't force anyone to start a business. But I think what's most important is if you're looking at this graph, is it's actually showing you exactly everything you need to see. If an agent does less than 2 deals a year, there's a 75% chance that that agent's gonna leave eXp. And like I said, 90% of those agents left the industry in totality. So really a quarter of them, of that number, went to another brokerage. So it is what it is. It's not for everyone. Not every brokerage is for everyone. But what you really want to pay attention to is the agents that do 3 to 7 deals have an 85% retention rate. We lost 14.6 of those agents. The agents that do 8 to 12 transactions a year are at a 95.4% retention rate. We lost 4.6% of them. And 13 to 20 deals a year, we're at a 96.7% retention rate. And when you look at agents that do 21 deals and above, we have a 98.9% retention rate. Those numbers are absolutely insane. And it just goes to show that eXp is where the pros go to grow, but it's also where the pros go to stay. So I want to show you exactly how we can now take this idea of where you want to go and make it a reality. So this is where all of eXp's training is housed. And the thing that I really like is whether you're a starting agent, solo agent just looking to grow and expand, brokerage owner, or team leader, you literally just cruise over to Learning Path. And if you're watching this video, it's because you're looking for structure on how to build a team. And not only is this for people looking to start a team, it's for people that actually have a team but have no direction. I've talked to agents who said, oh yeah, I take a 30% split from all of my agents and I give them 70. And I said, well, why do you do that? And they're like, well, I always heard that you need to be operating at like a 30% margin. Well, just because you take a 30% split doesn't mean you're operating on a 30% margin. And that just goes to show that you need to convert yourself from a real estate agent into being an operator. You're running a business. And let me tell you, When you can turn the faucet on and you can turn the faucet off and scale your business, whether you're doing 10 deals or 10,000 deals, if you have the system in place, you should be able to make it happen just like that. And just know there is a messy middle. The messy middle is about 3 to 17 agents. So we got to get you from that position of 3 agents to 7 to 18 agents as fast as possible. And this is exactly how we do it. So if you click on Teams, expuniversity.com, click on Teams right here, you come right down, you see every first Thursday of the month, we get a free coaching call with John Sheplak. EXP provides it, and it's great because I'm in the top attractors group. And if you're watching this right now and you want to schedule a call with me, you can go ahead and schedule right here on my QR code, or look down in the description, email, text, however you want to get a hold of me. I work with top teams all around the world. I work with top brokerage owners, top solo agents, and even agents that are just looking to get started. Bring them into the EXP fold and help them just accelerate their business. Year to date, which we're now in, I don't even know what month we're in right now, but our organization has done over $1 billion in sales. We have a very productive group. I won't get into all those numbers. I'll just say this is exactly what I instruct all of the team leads that work with us, which is over 21 team leads in my organization. Go right into team mastery, but before that, we do a recruiting call with John Sheplak, and then we do a team mastery call with John Sheplak the first Thursday of every month. But that is for additional things on top of everything else that EXP offers. But this right here, Team Leader Academy, is what every single aspiring team lead or team agent, or not team agent, but team lead or aspiring team lead needs to be in ASAP. Why Team Leader Academy? It's very easy to be selling real estate and being like, man, I don't know what to do next. And let's just be real. You're probably on the cash flow coaster. You run out of business, so you start generating leads. The next thing you know, you're out showing tons of houses and you stop generating leads. So then you run out of income and you're back to square one again, and you're doing the same thing. And just know in entrepreneurship, there's basically 5 steps. Step 1 is you have uninformed optimism. 2, you start doing the work. And then there comes a fork in the road where results start to happen or results don't start to happen, which I call informed reality. And then you have to make a decision. And what most agents do, instead of going to step 4, which is really after you've gained clarity and decided to hire coaches or get mentorship, is they typically resort back to item number 1. So in real estate, what they'll do is an agent will come up with a new lead generation system, or they'll come up with a new CRM, and they'll create all this busy work to avoid taking that next step into success. And the reality is, I think it's because there's not a lot of people out there willing to give guidance and mentorship and telling them, if I had me back when I started my real estate business, I would have been 0 to 100 million in less than a year, guaranteed. If somebody said, Jesse, this is exactly what you need to do, this is exactly what system you need to put in place, this is exactly what button to push, whole different situation. Unfortunately, we live in this world where a lot of these brokerages want to keep you on the hamster wheel. So Team Leader Academy is predicated on the EOS system. It's Entrepreneurial Operating Systems. If you ever read the book Rocket Fuel, it basically talks about how if you're the visionary, you need an implementer in your business. And then it basically teaches you how to build an entire structure and exactly what you need to add here, what you need to add there, and how much money should be dedicated to each bucket. And the reality is I can tell you right now, if you don't understand your numbers and where your spend's at and how your buckets are organized, whether it's marketing, overhead, staff, your agent splits, and profit, then you have no direction and you don't know what you're doing. That's just the facts. I'm not trying to be rude, I'm just trying to be truthful. And until you can actually get focused on those core buckets and know how to pull the levers, we're basically fighting an uphill battle. And I will tell you that recruiting is another aspect of that. And the teams that are up double digits are the teams that are the teams that are recruiting agents double digits. I know everyone's like, oh, recruiting's a bad word, and I don't like recruiting and this and that. Recruiting is the lifeblood of every business. If you're a real estate agent, you're recruiting clients, you're recruiting buyers and sellers. If you're a brokerage owner, you're recruiting agents, right? So there's always levels to everything. And if you're not good at recruiting, guess what? You should probably have a recruiter in your business. And that's what Team Leader Academy goes through. So we have Team Leader Academy September 2025, and it's always $2,000, but this time they've dropped the price to from $2,500 to $2,000. It's not always $2,000, it's always $2,500. They dropped it to $2,000, and you can see these are your in-person meetings: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are group calls getting you set up. It's a 32-week program, and you get 6 one-on-one independent coaching calls with your EOS coach. The reality is outside of EXP, an EOS coach costs anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000. So if you take 5 to 10 times 6, let's just say on the low end, 6 times 5, that's $30,000 plus the EOS program. This is a $50,000 program that we get here at EXP for $2,000. It's absolutely life-changing. I don't know if you ever watched my co-sponsor podcast, but every single person I've interviewed on that show so far has all been on the EOS program. And it's the only program in the world that you can take a agent not doing as a team lead. So let's just say you're a solo agent, I want to build a team. You can go right through this and then come out on the other side with all the information you know. And I always say this is like getting a master's degree in building an organization or a team, and for $2,000. Recently, I don't know if you can see over my shoulder here, but I attended the Alex Hermosi webinar. I mean, a lot of people did, and I ended up buying a high-ticket program. It was $24,000. If you guys want Alex Hermosi's book, shoot me a text message or a DM, or and just say, hey, I watched your video on YouTube. I love your book. I have over 1,000 books to give away. And it really talks about all of this stuff too. So you see where all these people pull bits and pieces from the programs, and it all, at the end of the day, it's all a very similar scenario where you just have to know exactly what you're doing. And the fastest way to that success is by being around people that have already doing it. So you can see right here what you'll learn: vision alignment, accountability, data-driven decisions, process documentation, problem-solving frameworks, additional resources, retention toolkit, 7 steps coaching framework, 32-week member toolkit. Remember what I said? One of the biggest problems with owning a team or a brokerage is the retention rate. And that's why I love EXP, is they own Success Enterprises, and part of Success Enterprises is Elevate Coaching, and that's where all this comes into play. And if you can't retain your agents, then you're always stuck in a life cycle. And the average lifespan of a team agent is about, I think it's 2 to 3 years. So a lot of team owners will make adjustments trying to appease specific agents that make a ton of money for their team. And we have a whole process set up for that whole scenario as well. But I work with the top teams all around the country, and I think EXP in its day to day, we have the biggest opportunity for growth for people that are actually doing business and selling real estate. EXP is a meritocracy, and the reality is we work on data-driven results, and we're not here to just put anyone up. When you look around the industry, you look and see who's coming. It's the number ones of everything. It's the number one recruiter from Real Broker, and you're seeing this big old giant boomerang effect of agents that have gone to these Me Too brokerages pouring right back into EXP. And the reality is there's no other platform on the planet that exists for an agent or a brokerage or a team to build a true business on the hub of what EXP. So EXP is just like the tool in the dashboard that we use to drive our businesses forward. And I'm just telling you, I saw the explosive growth from 10 million to 100 million. I see agents all the time doing the exact same thing, but at the end of it, you always have to do the work. So if you want to reach out to me, schedule a call, see what this all looks like. My QR code's right here. Hit me in the description. Like I said, if you want this Alex Hermosi $100 Million Money Models book, shoot me a text message. I'll send you the link. And until next time, we'll catch you later.